sorceress, Bella, is if you can go from hello to yes, you can have everything in life that you want. This is a formula that was created by Sean Callaghy.
Because you certainly were financially free and successful, but didn't have the resources to buy this island when you walked into the process. Is that fair?
Let the games begin. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the So You Think You Can Sell Real Raw. How is everyone doing tonight?
Awesome.
Are you like?
Awesome.
Are you guys excited? Like, what's happening? Like, what is present for you?
All of the above.
All of the above. Fantastic. Well, we will start with introductions. Ashley, what fun question do you think we should ask tonight?
Well, I may or may not have let everybody in on a little secret and told them that you like to know fun facts. So I think we could find out a fun fact or two.
You think we could find out a fun fact or two? I think all salespeople definitely have to have like fun in their back pocket. Because I don't know about you guys, but I know I work to have fun. Anybody else? Definitely, right? So before we do introductions, just to kind of give a little bit of context about, I'm sure Ashley did a phenomenal job at letting everybody know like who we are, why we do things this way, probably a little bit about myself, but I will introduce myself anyhow. I am Bella Farida. I am the Chief Sales Sorceress here at Align Sales. And Align Sales is a company that I started a couple of years ago. Out of my drive, I've been a sales professional my entire life. I'll get into that backstory in a minute. But I found a passion for truly primarily helping women find like their dream sales jobs. I personally think like women are the best sales professionals on the planet. Sorry, Tim. A lot of great men.
I agree.
We have a lot of great men as well. But the passion really was, around helping women just find that dream job, because I say as long as you can sell, you'll never be homeless. You'll never be without food on the table, and you can always live the life that you desire. And last year, after my fiance and I broke up, I went nomadic. And over this past like 10 months I've gotten to spend like months in like Long Beach Island. I got to spend a month in Sedona, Arizona. I got to spend a month in Southern California and Las Vegas. So it's afforded me my lifestyle of travel that I love so much. And I became really passionate about helping women, because I found myself over the years in situations where I would become financially dependent upon the partner that I was with. And then my last marriage was a very abusive and narcissistic relationship. And when I got out of that about 10 years ago now, I realized the only reason that I had stayed in was because he had financial control over me. And that's when I decided like that was not going to be the case anymore. And so I started this company to help women find, their dream sales job. And me personally is I started selling when I was 8 years old. I started selling crafts on my front lawn, and I figured out that if I asked the right questions, people would say yes, and they would buy my wreaths, and they would come back over and over and over again. And then I went into high school, and in my junior year in high school, I decided it would be a really good idea to drop out of high school and start selling drugs. And that seemed like a good idea until I got a knock at the door. And when I opened the door, I was staring down the barrel of a shotgun. And that's when I decided maybe that path of sales was not necessarily the right path that I wanted to go on. I ended up going back to high school, finishing finishing up my school there. If you ever come to one of our clubhouses on a Friday, you'll get to hear a fun hello to yes story there. And so after I graduated high school, I started my first network marketing company. And by the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company. Had a bunch of, 6-figure money earners in my organization. That company shut down and I went into commercial real estate at that point. And I was the number one business broker in the state of Nevada for 3 years until I found myself in the not so great marriage and lost everything and then had to rebuild. So that brings us to, today, where really and truly our passion at Align Sales is to develop the greatest salespeople on the planet. And we do that through a formula. And today, everyone's going to have the opportunity to introduce themselves and then have like 3 minutes to go from hello to yes with Ashley, so we can see your superpower of sales and influence, so we can see where we might be able to fit you in one of our roles. Does that sound good to everyone?
Perfect.
So we will start with Jenna. Let's have you introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, where you are located in the world, and tell us a fun fact. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Nope. Something's happening with your sound. I'm going to come back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make sure you've joined audio. So, yes. All right, Zoe, we'll start with you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Zoe Abbott. I am from Antigua, and I've forgotten all the questions I'm supposed to be answering here for my intro. But I come to Align because I know Ashley from a previous career, and she introduced me to this, and I've come once before. It was terrifying at first, then it ended up being great, and I'm back again. So I'm just trying to hone on my sales skills. And a fun fact, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Yeah. So a fun fact, since COVID and all the free time that I've had, I have tapped into jewelry making and painting. So now, I mean, nothing's worth quite selling yet in the painting department, but my walls at home are becoming quite filled with my own artwork. And my mom is a jeweler, so she's been helping me with making jewelry, and I'm definitely doing that and getting better in my spare time.
That is amazing. How fun is that? So we have some crafting in common.
Lots of crafting, yes, going on. And so when I heard you talking about, starting selling crafts at 8, I was like, ooh, she's a crafter.
I'm a crafter.
You would appreciate the mess in my living room.
I once, in one of my crafting days, I came up with this idea. Actually, it was my mom's idea, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to do that." Is coming up with interchangeable dog collars. So I used to dress my dog up. I don't really do that anymore because she doesn't really like it. But I had made collars, and then I would make these Velcro attachments, so I could change the collar attachment, so it could be stylish with whatever outfit that she had. That was one of my crafting adventures in crafting. So that is super fun. Welcome, Zoe. So grateful to have you back. And yeah, on that note, once you come into our tribe, we invite you back, because this is definitely a practice field to practice your hello to yes. And the more that you're in front of us, the more that we get to see you, the more ammunition, if you will, that gives us to be able to advocate for you in your ideal dream roles. And people always ask me, what kind of roles do you have? And it's really all over the place. And Ashley can tell you, it is this vortex of a lot of times when people come in, is even if we don't have, Ashley, are you able to let Jenna back in? It's not letting me.
I believe Jet's working on that.
Okay, I think I
got
it. So, and Ashley can tell you, when you come into our vortex, is something happens, and like you let us know what your dream role is, and then chances are like we'll actually attract that and like find that for you. There's no other company that does that. There's no company that will actually, let's go find the job, your ideal job for you. We didn't exactly do that with Ashley, but it definitely came into her field. So thank you for returning, Zoe. And then Jenna, do we have you back? We still don't have sound. Something's happening with your sound. Maybe try to dial in on your phone. So maybe you can be on camera through your computer, and then maybe dial in on your phone. So we'll try that. I'll come back to you. So let's go to, is it Alexis Taylor?
I go by Lexi. I need to change my Zoom name, but I go by Lexi. I'm currently based in Fort Worth, Texas, near Dallas. I actually just got off the phone with Ashley yesterday. I plan on moving to San Diego this year. A quick introduction about me and my sales role. I used to be a teacher. Bella, I resonate with your story so much. I was raised by parents that were very similar to your past relationship. So I actually was in teaching for a while. I realized that I could do so much more with my life, that I can chase my dreams. So I'm in sales now for a higher education publishing company, which I am so grateful for. I never thought that I could get as far as I am today, but I am not passionate about anatomy and chemistry and all of the things that I sell currently. So whenever Ashley called me, I think that I'm a big believer in manifestation and spirituality. So whenever she called me, I think that this kind of landed in my lap. I love it. And I love your story. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. Like I can already like feel your energy, your heart, your enthusiasm. It's amazing.
Yes.
And so what is a fun fact about you?
A fun fact about me is I taught 42 sixth graders in South Dallas and absolutely loved it. But I travel so much that I had to go to sales because I love traveling a little bit more than 42 sixth graders.
I can imagine. Awesome. Well, welcome. So good to have you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And then Jenna, you are back. So we do have audio through your phone. So you'll just unmute on your phone and you'll be able to, because I muted you because we could hear. So now just hit the unmute button. Yep. There we go.
Yay.
All kinds of solutions.
So I'm Jenna and I'm from Tacoma. And I'm supposed to say a fun fact about myself. Is that right?
Yes. Tell us a little bit about your background and then a fun fact.
So my background is mostly in retail sales, which I really enjoy, and mostly in like furniture sales. And most recently I worked in a mattress store, which was cool. And then a fun fact about me, I don't think I said it in here, but before COVID, I was an honorary member of a Vogue ballroom house. Ah. My daughter is a Vogue ballroom performer, so I take my 10-year-old out. We're out till like 2 a.m. and she's the youngest Vogue ballroom performer. So I make her costumes and she vogues and does runway and all kinds of stuff like that.
That is amazing! No idea. How fun is that?
It is fun, yeah.
Well, it is fantastic to have you back, Jenna. And like, why would you recommend for all of these people that are here for the first time, why would you say to them they want to keep coming back? Because this is like your third, fourth, fifth time, continuing to come back. So why do you continue to come back and why would they want to come back?
I think it's a great opportunity to get feedback from the judges who every time are all very experienced salespeople, and role playing is a great way to practice your skills, because you can practice it in your head, but as soon as you really learn when you say it out loud and get feedback.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Jenna. All right, let's go to Nicole.
Hello, everyone. This is my first time here tonight, so I'm definitely super nervous. But I believe I heard Bella on Clubhouse. And so it's kind of how I came about this. I'm in software sales. I've really been in sales my whole life, a version of. And long story short, about 6 years ago, I moved from the city to northern Indiana. So I live in the rural part of northern Indiana. And every job I was overqualified or underqualified for. And so the only jobs I seemed to really fit into were like $10 an hour office jobs. Which obviously doesn't pay the bills. And I went to college to earn a lot more than $10 an hour. And so I quickly fell, like I went deep into back to my sales roots and was like, there's something, I can figure something out. I did like an Ameriplan, I think it was called, kind of like a network marketing insurance. And I did that for a very short period of time. And then I approached my aunt, who's a chiropractor, and was just like, you have supplements in your office, let me sell those for you. You know, you can give me a portion of the growth, and had this whole plan. And I took her out to lunch and she kind of laughed at me. She was like, yeah, that's not what we do in our office. But my software company is hiring and I think you'd be great at it. And so she introduced me to our software company. And since 2014, that's what I've been doing. And since then, I've developed an LLC for digital marketing consulting to really as a lead gen for the software sales. And then I saw that need specifically with the chiropractors. And it's been a lot of fun, but it's a lot to like try to do sales and then try to run a company and do consulting and do the marketing and do all of that. And then also I sell Beauty Counter because, you know, I don't have enough to do. So
this is a great product, by the way. I use it.
Yeah. So it's cleared up so in 2016, I got lupus. That's it's not a fun fact, but I'll use that as my fun fact because it really pushed me to figure out that I needed to work smarter. I've always known that if I work hard and I just put the time in, I'll be successful. But what I realize now with lupus and with 2 young boys is, and especially through the pandemic, we're in quarantine all of a sudden, you know, like the schedule changes that were unknown. I realized that I just can't just go work 90 hours a week. You know, I have other commitments, I have other responsibilities. And so I just really want to get really smart with my time. I know I love sales. I love the knack of sales. I love what I do with software sales. I just need more leads to be able to go through the pipeline, or maybe it's not the right product if it doesn't, you know, there's not enough leads to deliver it to be a career of its own. But that's kind of where I'm at. And I kind of shifted. I'm kind of letting go of my LLC Chiro Social Tech. I don't know if I'm letting go of the brand specifically, but I want to shift it into just owning this path of sales, everything about it. And so I'm scared to death to be here because I'm taking that leap, but what better way to take that leap than to, I figured, come into a hot seat and just start, you know, diving in deep.
I love it. Welcome. This is fantastic. And where'd you come from? Like, how did you end up on The Real Raw today?
I believe Clubhouse. I don't know if I heard you speak or Ashley speak. I think you spoke in a room.
Yeah. That is awesome. I'm so excited to have you because we definitely have a formula for driving more sales meetings. So that is amazing. Now, I have one super important question for you that could make or break everything. Where did you get your chair from?
Amazon. Is that where you get everything?
I really like it.
It's amazing. I got this when I got my company.
Email me the link.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I got this 5 years ago when I started my company. It was my like, you're a boss present to myself, you know.
Well, what's really funny is like the way that you're in the middle of it. I felt like the top of it kind of looked like a flower. And I was like, and Kendall's like shaking her head. I'm like, I need this chair in my life because I've been nomadic for 10 months and I just moved to Florida. Like I have a house, I'm staying here. So like now I'm accumulating stuff again, even though most of my stuff is still in storage in Austin. But I'm like sitting on because I rented a furnished place. I'm currently sitting on like a kitchen chair at the desk, which is not that comfortable. So
I'll send you the link.
Bonus points for you if you send the link. All right, Tim, over to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and a fun fact.
All right. So I work in the veterinary field. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. I'm essentially a nurse, but for animals. And a huge part of my job is marketing. So our doctors, especially during COVID, have been absolutely slammed. We're booked out for weeks. We've seen an increase in demand that we have never, ever seen before. So my job, I'm a shift lead. So I kind of directly co-manage a group of 10, and just do everything in my power to make our absolutely insane days flow as smoothly as possible. And then I typically will spend probably 3 or 4 hours on the phone directly with clients who are, veterinary clients are difficult.
Yeah.
They think their 10 minutes of Google research are more important than what our vets are telling them. And so, I feel like I've seen everything. And yeah, I am from Northern Virginia, so I'm about 20 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. And then a fun fact. I have dated one of the nieces of the Supreme Court, of an active Supreme Court justice.
Oh!
off the record.
That is a fun fact. And so what brings you on these so you think you can sell real raw today?
I am absolutely lost right now career-wise. Not to brag or anything, but like I worked full-time throughout school. I got honors, and then I graduated and have been on LinkedIn for the past 365 days and can't find anything. And I'm just like, I'm just lost. Like, what?
I got something for you, my friend. Let's go. So excited that you're here. So excited that you are here. Definitely have a role for you. I already got something in my head for you. And then Miss Priscilla, welcome.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Allen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, welcome.
I still am technically employed until April 2nd. I have a kind of a funny story. It's not funny, but I think it was about a week ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? I ended up going into the hospital, and I ended up having a Crohn's flare up. And Thursday, my boss goes, "You need to be on the conference call. You need to be on the conference call." I'm like, "I'm in the hospital right now. I kind of can't." And then 3:00, I had to do a drink for a colonoscopy. And by 4:00, when the meeting was, I put it on mute, put it on speaker, went in the bathroom, and my friend was there visiting, and she goes, "You're getting fired." And I go, "I'm getting canned on the can. This is awesome." And I go, "What a real crappy situation." I mean, I made every joke.
All the puns intended.
All the puns. And the nurses were dying laughing, and they're like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I sell oxygen." So, I mean, it's done. Like, it's just done. So, I think that, overall, my personality, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm laid off. I'll get something else. Somebody else is going to want me. I've been through this many times, next. So, I guess my fun fact is that I became a Reiki master, and it took me over 5 years. And I believe that one door closes and another one opens when it's supposed to. And I'm a firm believer, everything happens for a reason. So I learned everything I was supposed to learn out of that job, and now the next one will come along. And I am right out there looking right now as we speak, just getting out there, putting myself out there. And
then how did you find us? How did you end up on the Real Raw? So you think you can sell Real Raw?
So was it Ashley that found me on LinkedIn?
On LinkedIn. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
I like to find these sources out because as we like grow and scale, like where most of the folks are coming from, and our judge that we're going to introduce here in a moment also came from LinkedIn. So LinkedIn seems to be working.
It is.
So welcome. So super excited to have you all. And then we'll turn it over to, so we have a judge, because like all of you came here to like, get better at like going from hello to yes. And this extraordinary woman who also came from the world of LinkedIn has 23 years in sales and came in through this process and actually is going to be joining us at Aligned permanently. So we're super excited for that. And so Kendall, why don't you introduce yourself and then tell everyone like what inspired you to want to actually join the Aligned team? Oh, we can't hear you. Uh-oh, I think you might have the same audio problem that Jenna was having because you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. We're going to come back to you. We're going to go to our role player, Ashley, the extraordinaire. So Ashley was referred into us, and when she came in a couple of weeks ago, like it was like this breath of fresh air that came in. She took on the role of our chief rockstar recruiter from the get-go. Absolutely an extraordinary, amazing woman. Just her energy infusion into what it is that we're doing has been extraordinary. And, as I mentioned, when people come into our vortex, they don't call me the sorceress for nothing. Like magic happens in our world. And Ashley had been laid off from her cruise role, and she came in and then just a couple of days ago was actually offered her dream job of what she wants to be doing. So she's going to be leaving us in a couple of weeks. But why don't you share with everyone like what made you come into Aligned? And we're totally, absolutely celebrating like her going to, because that's what this is about. Like it is about like living your best life, doing what it is that you love. And I have to admit, for a moment, I was like, maybe I want to go do sales on a cruise ship. That sounds kind of fun. Like, I wonder if she's going to recruit me to do that. Because like entrepreneur life is a little exhausting sometimes. So I was like, maybe I'll just sail off. That thought crossed my mind, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So Ashley, why don't you share with everyone a little bit about yourself and just like, what you've seen so far here at Aligned, and maybe any words that you would share with these folks.
Sure. So I want to lean and thank you for that access point, Bella, because what she just said should give you such an amazing feeling about where you are right now. The fact that I came in, I believe it's 3 or 4 weeks ago to this company and have, I've done what I've done. Of course, Bella thinks is extraordinary, but I just absolutely love what I do because I love empowering. Because I love empowering women and sharing the growth that you can receive from not only this program, but just from a life of sales. I truly believe that it can give you financial freedom. It can give you freedom to do the things that you love. And because I was so behind that mission, like Bella said, it's almost just what you put into the atmosphere is what you draw on, and you become a magnet for that. And yes, I thought that the marketing manager position that I was laid off from pre-pandemic was never going to come back to me. And here we are, and it came back to me, and Bella wished me well and congratulated me, because that's what this company is all about. They want women to, and people, sorry Tim, that's just in my head, but we want people to find their dream job. So this is a perfect example that that is what we're wanting to do, and we will go out there and find it for you. So on that note, I spent 8 years on cruise ships in a sales role. I am moving over to the marketing side of a similar sales role with the company I used to work for. I just must say before, just before we move on to my fun fact, that Bella Verita, if you don't take advantage of her, you are missing out. I've worked with so many incredible salespeople over my years, and never have I, in this short amount of time, learned so much that is not only learnable, but that is translatable and actionable within such a short amount of time. I mean, I can't stress it enough. So you're in the right place. Soak everything in. Come to her clubhouse trainings in the mornings, 9:30 Eastern time. Pop in. If you don't have that link, let us know. Come back and practice on these role plays. Our judges, like Kendall, are incredible, and you'll get exposure to attract your dream job. So I know that was long-winded, but I just am very passionate about this company and what they're doing. So fun fact, when I lived in Los Angeles, when I was 20 years old, I was briefly a game tester for Activision for Guitar Hero Metallica.
What?
So super weird and strange, but yeah.
That is crazy. Awesome. All right, Kendall, do we have you back? No, you're on mute.
How about now?
Yes.
Yay. Okay. So, yes. So good news. I am joining the Align team. I couldn't possibly be more excited. My only regret is that I won't get to work with Ashley for a little bit longer. She found me on LinkedIn, and you guys, usually I wouldn't join, but I just went into this process with my mind wide open and said, I am ready to learn. Even at this level, I have been in sales and sales leadership for 23 years, mostly in advertising or technology. I've also started and sold 3 startup companies. So I've been a part of the process, and I've probably hired hundreds of salespeople in my time. So when I got on this meeting the first time, I was with Jenna and I was with Zoe, and I had to pitch, and guys, it had been a minute since I had pitched, and it was awesome. It was like I should have been doing this the whole time, and I felt an energy that was so important because, I was talking to Bella earlier that for me right now, I'm at a place in my life where I need a culture fit. I need a place where I can feel at home, and the feeling in this company is just so positive and happy. And so and it's been a full circle kind of day, but I will tell you the number one reason that I joined Align Sales is because of Jenna. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've been on, I think, 2 or 3 different calls with you now, and I want to find Jenna a job. Like, I think about it all the time. I think about, this is the type of person I would get to help. She's a wonderful lady. She's smart. She's an amazing salesperson. She's a mom. Like, I can sell that into, kingdom come. But so I want you to know, Jenna, that, I feel like somehow our paths crossed because I think about you so much. And when I was thinking about this job and is this what I want to do? I'm like, yeah, because I could touch people like Jenna. So that's my story. Fun fact, I was also thinking today about all the incredible places that sales has brought me, you guys. And one of the best experiences I ever had in sales was I won the contest, a sales contest, to take your client to the Super Bowl. So I got to take my client, and we sat in one of the boxes at the Super Bowl in Miami, and I got called down to be in the audience when Prince played. I don't know if you remember that Prince halftime show, but I get chills just thinking about it. And I mean, to say it was raining, you guys, until you've been in Miami in the middle of a real true rainstorm, you don't understand rain. And I'm from Oregon, so trust me, that's saying a lot. But it was literally electric and magic. It was the most incredible experience. And that's why we're in sales. It will take us places that we never, ever dreamed, right? So that's my story.
I am so happy you're here. And every time that you're here, I get to learn more and more about you. So welcome, Kendall. I'm so happy to have you part of this team and part of this experience. And the fact that you just brought tears to Jenna's eyes was amazing. So I'm so happy. All right. Are you guys ready? So what this looks like is this will be a 3-minute conversation. You're going to be going from hello to yes with Ashley. It can be on anything that you want it to be. My recommendation, if you're looking to, get placed with Align and have us advocate for a job is like, my recommendation might be going from hello to yes with Ashley on like, why she would want to hire you. Second to that is if there is a position, so when you're returning, once you've been on the show, you get to come into our tribe and you get to see some of the jobs that we have available. So like Zoe and Jenna are returning. So if there's a particular job that you've seen on our job board that you're interested in, then, you can tell Ashley, she's like the CEO of that company and you're looking to go from hello to yes in that practice. So she can be anyone that you want her to be. She can be herself. She can be, someone that, you're looking for a promotion with where you're currently at or whatever the case may be. But you have 3 minutes and like there's a formula that we unpack here that, as you saw in the video, was created by Sean Callaghy. And in that formula, like what it is that we are looking for is how well do you open emotional rapport? Like how well do you just connect with someone at the beginning? Like that is like what we're looking for. How well do you ask questions to like understand like what is it that Ashley really wants? What is going on with her that would make her want to say yes to you? And then in your delivery of who you are, we call it your heroic unique identity, being able to reveal your solution. And then the agreement formation. So we say it Align. This is about problem solving, not product pushing. So, if you come to Ashley and you're like, Ashley, I think you should hire me for all of these reasons and I'm so great and all of this stuff, and you don't actually find out what Ashley really wants, that might not be a good fit. We're really looking for how well do you build emotional rapport? How well do you ask questions? And can you get her to say yes to probably a longer meeting? And then from here is, once everybody is, past this show, then we have several other experiences that we do like this for specific roles. So I'll talk about that at the end. Any questions? All right. So our returning guests always get to go first to set the framework. So Zoe, let's start with you today because I started with Jenna last week. So who would you like Ashley to be? Oh, try to grab my phone. I will go off camera like this. At 1 minute, I will come back on. And then at 30 seconds, I'll hold up a 3. And then 20 seconds is a 2. And then 10, when I hold up the number 1, you want to wrap up and get your yes.
Before I start, I just want to say that it's so amazing to see Kendall is here and with Align. When I saw that she was a judge, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And 2, I'm so jealous that you got to go see Prince because that's the first ever Super Bowl I watched and it blew my mind. So sorry, I just had to get that out of the way because your story just blew my mind again.
That is amazing.
Okay.
All right, who do you want Ashley to be?
Ashley, you're going to be yourself, but we're going to rewind a couple months. You've never heard of Align. You work in travel, it's COVID. So you're you, but you don't know of Align and you're not working at the moment.
Okay.
And I'm me, like as in we know each other, how we know each other.
Oh, okay. All right.
Take us in.
Okay. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing?
Hey, Zoe, it's so good to hear from you. I'm good. Thanks.
Good. How's this past year been? I know that you work in travel, and how have things been?
Well, in February of last year, 2020, I came home to go on vacation from the ship, And here we are. So I actually got hired with one of the companies that we used to work with, but that they put me on a 90-day hiatus, and it's now been 5-6 months. So I don't think that that's going to come back. So I'm just job searching and trying to figure out what my next move is. Eating through my savings pretty quickly.
Oh no, it's so tough because like already in the ship world, the life that you live is already a sacrifice, and it's tough. So to just kind of lose everything like that, I can't even imagine. So
yeah, it's been really hard. I mean, you go from living on a ship where your laundry's done for you, your cooking's done for you, the cleaning's done for you, your rent's paid, you don't have a car, no bills. I mean, yeah, it was a good life. So to come home and have to adjust and get a dog and a boyfriend with 2 kids and an apartment, yeah, it's a little bit different.
Wow, what a change for you who's normally so free and nomadic. Wow.
Yeah, big changes, but I am happy. I'm just ready for the next opportunity. I'm just, like I said, really ready to start making money again.
Oh, that's so great.
Well, and hopefully work in travel too, because travel is my passion.
I know. And like, I know how much you love your freedom. Like you love to travel, you love to be able to work from wherever. So that actually just makes me think that you might be perfect for this new company that I'm working with. Have you heard of Align Sales before?
I have not. No. Tell me about it.
So I am working with Align Sales under Bella Verita, who is amazing. And she's on this mission to place as many women. I think her goal is 350 women this year and 350 jobs. And she has this totally unconventional program where you come onto this show, you give your sales pitch, you get feedback, and then she works with you to hone in on your skills, and she finds you your dream job. Would you be interested in something like that?
Oh my God, it sounds like exactly what I've been looking for, actually.
Okay, I know that you're going to be amazing at this. So how about I send you an email with the invite link? You just have to register and get set up, and you can come on the show next week.
I would love to.
Amazing. So let me just send you that email, and we'll see you on the show.
That was amazing. That's how you get yourself hired. That was amazing. So, Ashley, how was that for you?
That was amazing. I do 15-minute phone calls and get the, and I don't know how you do it in 3 minutes, but you did it, and it was great. And you, obviously we already had a relationship, but you still asked the right questions, and I thought it was really well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. And Kendall, over to you for 30 seconds of feedback, what she did great, what you would give her to improve on, and a score between 1 and 10.
So, Zoe, I loved that you were so familiar with her. Sometimes that's the hardest person to call, right? It's somebody that we know really well, because you're like, whoa, I got to rein you back in. And you did a good job of that. Before she started going too far into the weeds, you were like, well, wait, I have a solution for you. So, and I love how you kind of assumed the sale, but also, does that sound like something that would work for you? You made it almost.
And your score is
brainless. Yes. So your score, I would give you a 9.5.
Done, Zoe. Nice done. All right, Jenna, are you ready? You want to unmute your phone. Whatever you did to do it unmuted last time.
I had to do it on my computer, Jenna. I think so. Unmute on your computer and unmute on your phone.
Last time she just unmuted on her phone. So you just, if you're on Zoom, if you just slide the screen and then it'll say tap to speak or something like that. All right, get that figured out, how you unmute yourself, and then we'll come back to you. Lexi, let's go over to you. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you,
Who
Bella.
would you like Ashley to be?
I'd like Ashley to be a professor at the college that she went to, and I'm the salesperson for the courseware that she's using in her current classroom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, take us in.
Just quickly, sorry, do we have an appointment or is this a cold call?
It's a drop-in. So you're just in your office on your lunch break, and I'll just be dropping in your classroom as I'm on campus this day.
Oh, okay.
All right, take us in.
Hi, Professor Ashley. My name's Lexi Taylor. I work with Pearson Higher Education. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Do you have about 10 or 15 minutes before your class time? I know that you're on your break right now, but I just want to steal a few minutes of your time. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, if you don't mind me maybe having a snack in the meantime. But yeah, absolutely. Have a seat.
Absolutely. I brought you a Starbucks gift card, so you can pay that back with your time, my time later on today. But how is your anatomy class going at the moment? Are you adjusting well during COVID as your students move to online and virtual learning?
It has been challenging. Personally, had I been going to school during this time, I would really struggle because I'm such a hands-on, like visual type of person. But yeah, so I'm having students that are adjusting well, and then students, like I said, like myself, that are really struggling. So it's sometimes hard to find that balance, but you know, we're pushing through every day and innovating and trying to figure out new ways to make it work.
Absolutely. You seem like the type of professor that really likes that hands-on personal experience rather than lecturing the entire time. Would you say that that's about right?
Yeah, I definitely, I mean, I do as many Zoom classes as possible so that I can get up and moving and, you know, do some activities so that at least it makes it a little more fun and interactive, because I know how boring Zoom classes can be.
That's exactly what makes for a good professor, and you are exactly the type of professor that I would have loved in college myself. So do you prefer, whenever your students are taking class, is it important to you that your students are learning hands-on experience in that real world application?
I think that was one of the biggest things missing from my personal education. So yes, I've really focused on that a lot.
Okay, that's wonderful. So the publisher that you're currently using, are you using textbook and technology or just your textbook?
Right now we are using both. We have an online version of our textbook that they can do searches, like keyword searches and click throughs and things like that.
Okay, well, I actually have a really awesome opportunity to show you if you have about 15 minutes later on today virtually. But Pearson offers a technology option with their textbook that offers real world application and role play type of situations with the anatomy technology with your students. So do you have a moment later today or sometime this week for a demo that I can show you?
Anything that will get my students up and interacting with me, absolutely. I can make 15 minutes for that.
Okay, great. Well, it's been really helpful for my other schools during this virtual experience during COVID. So I would love to show you more if that's okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, are you free on when is the next time?
That was fantastic.
Yeah, you got it.
That was awesome, amazing. Ashley, how was that for you?
That was excellent, Lexi. I think you really, even without like knowing our formula, you used a lot of the things that we teach, and I think that you applied them. You definitely, you know, built a rapport. You gave me a gift for my time. I think that you did an incredible job. Well done.
Thank you.
Awesome. And then Kendall, over to you.
So I absolutely loved your question asking. You're so talented in that area. The only two pieces of advice that I would give, and I struggle with this too, is giving a quick blurb up front about why you're there. So, because you didn't really get into your pitch till right at the end, right? So maybe find like just a one sentence that I'm here to improve your technology, whatever it might be. And then also remember that what you're really asking for is the demo. You're not there to sell your whole product. So really hone in to quickly get her agree to that demo and then give her more details later.
And your
Makes
score
sense.
is?
I would give you a 9.3.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Awesome. So glad that you're here. Jenna, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. Who is Ashley today?
Like a job seeker that has contacted a Alliance Sales.
Okay, let's do it. Take us in.
Ring ring.
Hello,
Hi,
this is Ashley.
Hi, this is Jenna from Alliance Sales. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to thank you for taking this call and honor that by only taking about 3 minutes out of your day for the call. So how did you hear about Alliance Sales?
Well, I believe they reached out to me on LinkedIn. So I'm looking for a sales job and I really wanted to know more about it. I don't know if Align Sales is gonna give me a job or really what it's all about though.
Okay. Well, yeah, we Align has a lot of great things going on right now. I do think it'd be a great opportunity for you. Oh, sorry, I'm running like 3 different meetings right now. So I think it'd be a great opportunity for you. How long have you been searching for a job?
It's been
Or are you
quite the
currently
search.
searching?
Yeah, I am currently searching. I've been looking for probably about 2 months now, and I'm just ready to put down some roots and find something stable. Because I was working before the pandemic, and when that hit, my industry shut down. So I'm just looking to get back into the workforce.
Oh yeah, the pandemic has been tough, I think, for almost everybody, especially in the U.S. Well, I can say that you are in great hands with us. Align Sales will take the time to help you seek out a position, or we have a lot of positions available, but we will also help seek out positions that might be the best fit for you. Bella, I don't know if you've seen her. She's the owner and the sales sorceress. She's made it a goal for the company to place 350 women in their dream jobs. And she even has negotiated 6-figure salaries for women that she's placed in their position, which is not something that is normal for this industry. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. So is Align Sales the company that I would be selling for, or is this a placement agency, or I don't?
Yes. So we work with businesses and entrepreneurs to place sales agents in their companies.
Amazing.
And so we would seek out a position for you and place you in a position. Does that sound something
amazing? What's the?
All right.
Yeah. What's the first step to get started?
Oh, you would just join the Real Raw, which is you would do a role, like kind of like a role play, and you take 3 minutes to do a pitch, and you get feedback from the judges, and it's actually a really valuable experience. Does that sound like something you want to do?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to.
Cool.
Awesome. Jenna, Ashley, how was that for you?
Really well done. I honestly, Jenna, like I said, every time you come back here, I think it shows so much about you and your character. And I couldn't agree more with Kendall, that I cannot wait to hear, even if I'm not with Align anymore, I cannot wait to hear about your success and all the things that you achieve in your life, because you're an incredible woman.
Thank you. I think you do a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. I was really distracted. I have 4 different screens going on right now.
All right, Kendall, over to you for the feedback.
Well, Jenna, you know that other people might say they're your number one fan, but I really, truly am. So I think what you just bring naturally is that people just love you. Your smile, your countenance, people want to be around you. So the next part you have to work on is just the pitch. So what really helped me when I would start making impact calls was I would literally have a list in front of me. I might have used it the first 3 times, but it's just to keep me on track, just so I know, okay, opening, these 2 questions, here's my elevator pitch, then go in for the close, here are the details of what I need to get them on the call. So just so you have that to stay organized, and then you can make the call go faster and it'll just flow.
And your score
Makes
is?
sense? My score would be a 9.3.
Nice. Awesome job. Awesome job. All right, Tim, are you ready?
I am. I'm going to kind of wing it because I planned something completely different, but then I saw the style, but I am looking forward to it.
Awesome. Who do you want Ashley to be?
So I want Ashley to be a new client at my veterinary hospital who had a horrible experience at her previous vet and has an 8-week-old puppy.
Great scenario. Okay, take us in.
And so so you are calling me. I pick up the phone. Hey, this is Tim from my animal hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, Tim. My name's Ashley, and I am just looking to see if I can maybe get an appointment. I have a new 8-week-old puppy and had a horrible experience with another vet, and I'm not even sure right now that I'm comfortable going anywhere after that experience. But I've got to get them some help, so I'm calling around.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you let me fill out an account for you real quickly. And I can definitely look forward to what scheduling opportunities we have. Do you have any current questions about like vaccines, about care credit, about training?
Well, I don't really, everything that I got at this previous appointment just seemed like it was way over my head, and I didn't really understand what was going on, and I just didn't feel like I was very important. Like, I know that veterinarians are there to take care of the animals, but I feel like I should be important as well. So it just was a really sad experience for me, as this is my first pet, and I just want to make sure that he has the best care. So I don't really know where to go from here, to be honest.
Yeah, so the way that my hospital kind of manages things, we break every puppy visit up into 3 visits, and I will personally email you an outline of what we like to do at each visit. Obviously, everything is completely optional, but I will be completely straightforward with you on what I think is the most important vaccines, testing that we can do that a lot of puppies need to have done. And then another thing is we have a heartworm and a flea and tick preventative, and we highly recommend getting your pet on that. Heartworms are deadly, and then fleas and ticks are very prevalent in the area as well. Something I will make important to talk to you more about is care credit as well. Have you heard about that?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so care credit is similar to how we have companies to work with to pay for things when we don't have money up front. I had a coworker whose dog had a stick lunged in both sides of his throat. They rushed him into an emergency hospital, and they had 2 choices. One was euthanasia, the other one was to perform a $30,000 surgery, which they had to pay up front for. And they had to pay out of pocket. Long story short, they had to break into retirement. So care credit is something that I definitely want to talk to you more about at the time of the appointment.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you've given me definitely a lot more information than the other vet. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
All right. Well,
sorry.
sorry. No, that's okay.
Awesome job,
great.
Ashley. How was that for you?
You did great. I was waiting at the end there for you to ask me for the yes.
Yeah.
So if you would have, yeah, so that was all.
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't forget to ask for the
Yeah.
yes at the end. But you did a really good job explaining what you were going to do to help me and making me feel more comfortable and building that rapport. And you have a very calm voice and a very informative nature. And I think that goes a long way.
Thank you.
Awesome. And Kendall, your feedback.
So Tim, you're going to be very successful. The only thing you need is practice. You just need to, I would love to see you in a place where you're taking multiple calls so that you can continue to perfect your pitch. The one thing I want you to remember is your goal on a phone call. So her goal, I think, for calling was to get an appointment, but to make sure that this was the place she wanted to get an appointment. So while all the things you talked about were certainly important, what I would focus on for you would be, this is why you want to come here, what day and time. Right. And then, just keep it short. And then those other things you can go into a little bit deeper when it's time. But remember the focus of your call. Is it to make an appointment? Is it to set a time? Is it to tell them more information? So when you go into it with that mindset,
and your score
you'll be able to focus. My score would be a 9.1. Tim, you're going to do great.
Awesome. Great job, Tim. All right, Nicole, are you ready? Nicole with the cool chair.
I sent the link to you, by the way. Okay. So I didn't prepare because I was like a little confused if I was supposed to prep for my product or like recruiting. But listening to everyone, I guess what I'll do is I'll go pre-COVID, because all my client conversations happen through Facebook message nowadays. So we'll go pre-COVID, and you'll be a chiropractor that's at like a seminar, and then I'm at my booth. So you're kind of just coming by and stopping by my booth.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, Ashley, take us in.
All right.
Hi, Doc. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Nope.
I'm so used to bringing them in.
No problem. You go right ahead.
Hi, Dr. Ashley. Thanks for stopping by the booth today.
It's no problem. How are you today?
Oh, I am great. How are you enjoying the conference so far?
Yeah, always nice to get away from the normal routine at the office. So it's been nice so far.
Absolutely. And then when they have it in these beautiful locations, you can kind of duel a little bit of some relaxation time.
Right.
Awesome.
And I do love travel. I just wish I could do it a little bit more. So this has been a little bit of a vacation and work for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hey, that works out great. I want to ask you, I'm not sure if you've heard of our company Katana before, or what kind of drew you into stopping by the booth today?
Well, I have not heard of your company, but I was just speaking with the ladies in the office, and they tell me that we are in need of some new software or something to keep track of the patients and some of the new files that we've got coming through. So I'm just kind of popping by to see what might be a best fit for me.
Awesome. Well, you came absolutely to the right place, Dr. Ashley. We are an EHR platform and can help with all of those things you mentioned, as well as with our new digital marketing automation, hopefully free up some of your time so maybe you can take some more vacations. I would love to chat with you, and your office staff are more than welcome to be along on the call if that works, since they're going to be utilizing the system, and we can just see if it would be a good fit for your office. Would you like to set something up next week?
Possibly. I am I do have a couple of appointments at other booths. Can you just tell me a little bit? I know you said you do digital marketing and software, but is something that's sets you apart or that's different, because we already do have software. So I just want to make sure it's going to be something better than what we have.
Absolutely. That's a great question. So, we're built on an EHR database. So it's going to cover all of your chiropractic office needs for appointments and billing, like all of our systems, right? All of your EHR systems are going to do. What sets ours apart and is really unique that you're not going to find in any other system out on the market is we have email marketing connected, text marketing connected, and funnel building. And I'm not sure right now, is your office sending emails out to your patients and text messages out to your patients, or something you've thought about doing?
Just for reminders for appointments. That's about it.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, it's a great new system to kind of help bring offices into all of the amazing tech functionalities that are available to us. I'm going so deep in the woods. I wasn't prepared this far.
No, you're doing great. So just get the yes.
I was like, we've got to be to 3 minutes soon. I'm going to go into a demo here shortly.
Ashley, how was that for you?
Yeah, well done. I did lead you a bit to try to get you to explain what does set you apart, and you did a great job picking that up. So that's what I was just trying to get to, because and yeah, I'm not the one giving the feedback here. It did feel great, but personally, I probably would have just moved along had you not went ahead and told me what sets you apart and why I need to have you. So I'm glad that we circled back to that. That's just feedback, but your confidence and your knowledge is awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. And Kendall, your feedback.
So I would say the same thing, Nicole. I can tell you've done this, you know what you're doing. But I think sometimes when we've done it for so long, we kind of go into auto mode, right? And so I would just say in the beginning, add in that tagline of here's who we are and here's why we're different, and then go in for and I love that you tried to close immediately. That was awesome. But just add your differential there in the beginning so that you've got them on the hook and then you can reel them in.
Okay.
And your score is?
Great job. I'm going to say 9.3.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome job, Nicole. All right, Miss Priscilla. I thought maybe you were headed out shopping.
No.
I saw Paris go on. I was like, where is she going?
No. I had to go into the kitchen area. So
awesome.
I put it. Okay, so I'm gonna go with what I know right now. I'm gonna do oxygen, portable oxygen concentrator, and it's gonna be Ashley, right? I'm doing it with So Ashley's mom needs the oxygen, and she has to talk it over with her husband because they're worried about the price.
My husband or my mom's husband?
Your husband, because you're going to your mom.
Okay.
So you got to talk it over to the big guy. So, I'm going to go. It's going to be like an outbound, because that's what I've been doing. It's the outbound call. So, hi, can I speak to Ashley, please?
This is Ashley speaking.
Hi, Ashley. This is Priscilla from Phillips Respironics on a recorded line. How you doing today?
Oh, hi, Priscilla. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Great. I was just giving you a quick follow-up. We spoke yesterday about the portable oxygen, the Simply Go Mini. Do you remember?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So I know you were going to talk this over with your husband. So I'm hoping to go over any questions you have, hopefully get you started on it today.
Yeah, I did speak to my husband about it, and we definitely, you were definitely our top option. We just, financially, we've got to work out a few things. And, I want the best care for mom. I mean, she's super important to me, and I'm an only child. So I want to make sure that, I'm the only person she has, really. So I just want to make sure she has the best care, and we want to get her that, but we just got to make sure that, it's going to be within the budget for us.
Well, yeah, no, I completely understand. I mean, as we spoke yesterday, I mean, Philips has the lowest failure rate right now in the market, which is going to give your mom excellent care. And, we've been in the business 35 years doing respiratory care. We are #1 respiratory brand of choice as well. I mean, I know the price is an issue. The price isn't anything to sneeze at right now. We do have payment plans, and I'm following up with you. I don't know if your husband's available to talk right now, or is he with you, or?
He is not right now, but
Mhm.
and I'll be able to relay the message as soon as he's home from work.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
could get back to you today.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a limited time offer right now. Like, I have my special discount. I know it was $3,995. Right now, for the Platinum Lifetime Warranty, it's $3,195. You know, you will get that 30-day money back guarantee on it. You're going to get free shipping on it. You know, you're going to get all the bells and whistles. You'll never have to spend a penny again with the Platinum. I mean, are you sure you didn't want to get that started today?
I will absolutely. I'm absolutely going to talk it over with my husband. Can you just just maybe explain a little bit about just the benefits to mom versus a cheaper product?
Well, we are the manufacturer of this. Like I said, I mean, the difference between our product and any other product on the market right now, well, one, we offer that 30-day money back guarantee, which we believe in our product. If you don't love it, you get your full money back guarantee on it. You know, no, every single penny. Two, I mean, we do all the maintenance for you. So if anything goes wrong with it, we'll send you out another one, and you send that one right back to us.
Okay.
And
well,
return label, everything on it. I mean, I know you're concerned about the price on this. If we got you started on Care Credit today, I could do it 6 or 12 months interest free, or 36 months at $113 a month. I mean, is that something that would work?
That absolutely sounds doable. So let's go ahead and lock that in, and then I will make sure with my husband that he's okay with that. But yes, that sounds like a much better option for us.
For 30 days, either with Care Credit. So he's not going to work.
Phenomenal. Ashley, how was that for you?
It was good. I mean, you really like you go in for it. Like you are like you had a big task
with you. This isn't the first one. I kind of veered off this one.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You definitely like went in for the kill. I was looking for you to maybe like empathize and talk about my mom more, and to get a little bit more into the connection of like we are the best care for her. But as far as your confidence and your Zeus energy, which we'll talk about in a little, like you really came in and you got my attention.
Okay.
Awesome. And Kendall, over to you. 30 seconds of feedback.
Yeah, Priscilla, you're a natural. This is what you're meant to do for sure. So now we just need to find the right spot for you where they can handle your energy and they can be grateful for all that you bring to the table. I'm going to give you a 9.6. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You'd be great in software sales, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trading well.
Yes. Everyone here, I was messaging Ashley, while we were in the show, and everyone here today is absolutely phenomenal. I am blown away with the talent that is here today, and that's what we're really about is finding the right talent and then finding the right places for you. So we have several opportunities.
I want to find all of you jobs. I want to find everyone a job. I love you guys.
This is gonna work out fantastic. So where we go from here is every Monday night, because we have a wide variety of opportunities. So every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is we do opportunity night. So everyone is invited back. Like usually it'll be like, we'll send you an email or something. You will get an email for that. But everyone is invited back. That's where I actually go over all of the different opportunities that we have available. We share about the different, what pay, kind of roles that we have. And then we find out a little bit more about you and the roles that you would want. Like what would be your dream role? So that happens Monday night at 6 p.m. And then also, it's about being involved, right? We don't charge for any sales training. We give away everything for free because our goal is to help you find a job. So every morning on Clubhouse at 9:30, it is there's labeled in an unblinded room because we have partners with a company called Unblinded. which they have several roles that they are filling as well. And I'll talk about that in just a moment. But every morning at 9:30 on Clubhouse is we do like influence mastery. And so you want to come to that. I'll bring you up to the stage. I'll have you share things that different things. So you definitely want to follow me on Clubhouse, and you definitely want to come to that, because the more that you're involved, the more that you come back around, the more it helps us advocate for you. And like, you're just like, it's like kind of like what you think about, you bring about. So like, if you're here, if we're engaged, then, then we're helping you find a role. And we're helping you like negotiate for that. So you want to come back on Monday night, and you want to come to our Clubhouse at 9:30. And then we do have, if anyone is interested, the most immediate roles, and they're looking to hire about like 10 people, is with our partner company Unblinded, which is a personal development company that focuses on influence as a superpower. And they primarily work with, attorneys, doctors, licensed professionals. And they have a few sales roles that they are looking to fill. And so they also host an experience like this, which is happening tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if anyone is interested in that, we can get you a link for that, and you would come back to that, and it's kind of a similar to this, but it's specifically for their roles. And so I can get you like some cheat sheets, but those are just like, I wanted to put that out there in case anyone, has been like, oh, I want to work in the personal development space. This particular company, Tony Robbins said himself that if you're not paying attention to what Sean Callaghy is doing, like, you want to pay attention. And so it's a super fast growing company. So if you think you might be interested in that, then we will drop you a link for that. Just send Ashley or myself an email, and we'll get that over to you and introduce you over to that team. But it is about like being engaged, staying engaged. Ashley, anything, any final from you?
I am so impressed with this group of people right now. This is my, I don't even know, let's call it my 10th Real Raw. And, I've seen groups of people come together of all different levels, but the amount of energy in this room right now and the amount of talent, like Bella and Kendall said, is astounding. And I know from the positions that we have available that we have a position for everyone. Hands down, there's no questions asked. I could almost pick and place it, for specific personality, which is incredible because that's what we're here to do. So I'm so glad that you took this opportunity, stepped outside of the box, came out of your shell, all the cliches, and did this and went for it, because we're going to have you working in the next few weeks, if it was my guess. So I appreciate you all being here. And I'm excited to hear about all your successes from Bella.
Thank you, Ashley. Does anybody have any questions before I turn it over to Kendall for any final words? Anybody have any questions? Anything that you would like to share?
I did want to comment. Sorry, final for me was that the times that Bella is speaking about are Eastern Standard. I can't remember if you said that. So just if you are registering for any of our programs, they do auto adjust to your time zone. So you don't have to do any conversion or anything. We try to make it simple.
Anybody else have any any questions, any thoughts?
Did everybody have a good time?
Yeah. What was your, Priscilla, do you have a question?
Yes, you said that you were in, because I've kind of been teetering on life right now. So what I'm going to do, and you said you were in real estate, and part of me is like, do I want to do that? Do I like that? Would I like that? And then would I like to go get my real estate? But what made you want to do that?
Well, I will say I was in commercial real estate, so I've never showed or sold a house in my entire life.
Okay.
I was always into more business real estate, and I stumbled in it by accident. So I had answered an ad in the paper, and I started off as a gentleman's assistant. And within 6 months, I had my real estate license. And I was partnered in a company, and we started a business brokerage. So it kind of happened by accident. I never had intended to get my real estate license. But it kind of happened, and I sold businesses and buildings. And I loved it. But then I got out of it right before the 2008 crash.
Okay.
Yeah. Great question. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for being here. I want to see everybody back on Monday night, because that's when we'll talk about all of the different opportunities. We'll get to know each other even more. We'll have some fun. Definitely join me on Clubhouse tomorrow morning. It is the Unblinded and the Unblinded Network. So if you just search Unblinded, or I think I'm at Bella Verita. I'm pretty freaking simple. So find me on Clubhouse, and if you hit the raise your hand to speak, I'll recognize your name and I will bring you up, because would love to hear from everyone. You all were, yes, Zoe.
I was just going to ask for Clubhouse. Is it an app or just a website, or how do we get onto that? An app? Okay.
Yeah, and it's only on Apple right now, unfortunately. It's not on Android. So if you have Android, I'm sorry.
If you need help getting set up for Clubhouse, anyone, just reach out to me. I can help you get set up and send you an invite. And I did think of something else. Now I forgot it again, but that's okay.
Okay. Kendall, any final words from you?
So I just wanted to tell you all, I just went through the process of looking for a job too, and I know it can be challenging, especially in this environment, but I want you all to remember who you are and what you bring to the table. And I want you to know that we sincerely want to help you. You know, Bella has a vision. Those of us that surround her have really bought in and believe in that vision. And for my part, each of you motivates me to get up and do my job every day. So I want to thank you for that. And I want you to know we're here to be a resource for you. Okay?
Awesome. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Kendall. And I did remember, just make sure that you check your spam and promotions folder. Sometimes our emails go there and I don't want them to get lost. Bella has incredible information in her emails. So make sure that you don't miss those.
Good call, Ashley. That was brilliant. We want to remember that, Kendall. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.